Alrighty, so for border, we start outside, attacking towards armory, where most people will tend to defend and attack first. This is armory balk or west balk. It extends all the way pretty much well to break room door and kind of that attacker south spawn. So armory balk leads you obviously into armory, and then in armory you have the breach. This is the main wall that gets breached pretty much well every round. So this area is just breach. Sometimes it'll be called stone if they're planting on the hard surface there. Breach takes you to half wall. Obviously it's just a half wall, and there's always somebody playing half wall. Half wall takes you to sandwich, so the back where the window is, that's sandwich, just because you're sandwiched in between all of the lockers here. And then the front side of sandwich is just cases or case, because there's a couple cases here. It's just so you can differentiate what side they're peeking from in this area. You'll also hear bomb chassis a lot, but only really if the objective is up here in Armory Archives. So case takes you to box, and box just tends to be box. Obviously there's the box desk if somebody's ratting up on the desk or just in here anyway, trying to avoid a nade or something. The box takes you back into armory, and in armory you have Africa, this little cutout at the back where the chair is. It's just kind of the top of the continent of Africa shaped. You still have like the back of beepers or the back of armory. Nobody really plays back there. And obviously it leads you into beepers because you can hear the sound that they make when you walk through them. They beep. Beepers takes you back into armory, which takes you into archives. And then in archives you have like the stone side or like the jump inside. This is just because obviously there's a hard surface here, the stone surface, and it's also the archives outside door. Archives takes you to archives desk. The desk side, obviously. You have the archives bomb chassis if the chassis is up here. You have the back of archives or just deep archives. You also have the archives boost, which let's see if we can get. Some players will play on and try and think they're sneaky, but most of the time a drone will see them first. But yeah, you have the archives boost as well. Oh, hard to get off of. Archives then takes you into fountain, and this whole area is kind of fountain. You have like in the fountain or a boost, fountain boost, if they're playing on the hard surface here. You have close to office side, and then the far side over here, closer to the metal stairs and the rest of the hallway. Fountain takes you into offices, and the whole room is called offices. In here you have the jump in or like rug, the office window area. You also have suicide where the hatch is, because if you sit here you will get naded from the skylight if the team has good drone work. So this area is suicide or hatch. You have office desk and office triple wall, so obviously the three walls that can be reinforced back here are triple wall. This area is also desk if they're trying to rat under the desk or something. And then you have printer wall or copier wall if they're playing close on the wall towards the main office door. Leave office, you're in 90. This would be 90 long because it's the longer portion of 90. 90 long obviously takes you into 90, which takes you to 90 short, often also just called top metal because it's the top of the metal stairs, or close to the beeper's door because it's close to beeper's door, but it's also just 90 short. 90 obviously in the tucked corner. 90 long takes you into break room. This side of break room is break couches because there's two couches here. It's also where the vending machine and the break room door is. And then break room couches or couches takes you to CCTV, which has the CC boost because you can boost over and see into break room. You've got the CC desk because this whole thing is just a desk in CC. The CC shelf, you'll have people playing on either side of this sometimes depending on what they're trying to do. You obviously have the CC outside door. In here you have the CC box and the CC box hatch. It's just a box inside of CC. You also have the hatch corner, or like the other hatch, the CC hatch inside of CC, the other one that's not in the box, just in case somebody's playing on or near there. Back into break couches, takes you into break desk, obviously because there's a desk here, or like just break. This will often just be called break because there's a fridge as well. Break room takes you into catwalk or just cat because it's well, it's a catwalk on top of open area. Catwalk takes you into top east or east stairs, so we're at the top of east here. East stairs also takes you to triple hallway or trip hallway or east hall, depending on how you want to call it, which leads outside to the east balk. This is where players will play if they're taking armory from the outside, from the east side. So east balc, you have the outside stairs as well. And then, yeah, that takes you back into the triple hallway to top east. East stairs, named after obviously being the east stairs. Bottom east. Behind this like half wall in open area slash waiting, we have cork. So if they're playing behind here, named for the cork board here. So this kind of area is just cork. The rest of it is either just waiting or open area, depending on how you call it. It's just kind of a big empty space. Waiting room on the compass, open area, because it's an open area. Open takes you into passport. Passport's just passport, but you also have the passport desk. Players will play on either side of it, depending on if they're attacking or defending or trying to set up some punch holes or something. Passport takes you back into waiting, which takes you into this little 45 door here, and then this 45 door will take you into bathroom hallway, this one that leads to bathroom, which obviously leads into bathroom, and you have the stalls. You have 3 stalls, 1, 2, 3, left to right. You also have the shower, so you have the shower without a drop, which is just shower, and then the shower with the hatch drop, which is shower drop. You also have the bathroom corner if anybody's playing back here, which is also where the bomb chassis is, or I think it's over here, and sinks. It's also, you have rotate as well, because when players are defending bathroom tellers, there's often a rotate here. But yeah, that's bathroom. Bathroom takes you back to bathroom hall, which takes you into tellers. You have tellers window slash tellers jump in, just because it's where players come in and jump in through tellers. Tellers sandwich, again, because you're sandwiched between 2 shelves. You have the tellers corner or tuck, because players will play tucked here. And you have tellers desk, just because there's a desk here. So back into tellers, where tellers couch. Into bathroom hall. You see the 45 door. And then this little section here is broken up into 3 parts. You have pointer, because it's like this back section with all the arrows. It points you towards customs, but if they're playing like deep back here, it's pointer. Here by the desk is blue, because there's a blue wall here. I know there's blue walls everywhere. It just kind of comes down to how it is. It's a bluer area. And also because you have green on the opposite corner. So it's blue, green, and pointer is how this little section is divided up into. You'll also hear desk a lot for blue, and that's alright too. It's just so you can kind of distinguish the 3 areas somebody could be peeking from. So blue takes you into workshop. You have the grinder corner just tucked in the middle, because it literally says warning grinder on the grinder. And you have like the back of workshop, or like the workshop desk or table. You have the workshop boost, because you're boosted up on workshop. Takes you through, and as soon as you cross through these doors, it becomes servers. So now that we're in the server side, you have like the server desk or server rack, depending on how it's called, server vault over. This is often just rotate, because there's a rotate into vents here. And then you have the server, like, you can call it the server drop or on the server rack, because a lot of players will drop off of the hatch and land on top of the server rack here. And then you have the server door, which is also pretty much will just rat, because sometimes people will rat in tight into the corner here. Takes you to main hall, and then in main hall, or just like the main hallway, takes you into vents. You have the vents corner, or the vents tuck, depending on how you call it. It's also where the bomb chassis is for this site. Vents rotate side, which is where the rotate always is. And the vents desk. All the corners in the room pretty much well covered, and obviously the vents door. Takes you back into the hallway, where you see you have metal stairs. So on the stairs, metal. Bottom of the stairs, bottom metal. Metal Harry Potter is here. Just it's kind of like the area of it. Or it's also bottom metal a lot of the time, but it's like Harry Potter area, because you can kind of look under the stairs. Bottom metal takes you into customs. You have customs box, and then inside of customs box you have a desk, so customs box desk if you want. Still in customs. And then customs takes you into connector here, because it connects both jail, which is this room here with the outside wall, back into connector from jail, into stock or supply from connector, where you have the island, stock or supply island, just in case somebody's playing here. Sometimes you'll see shield setups, and then the stock or supply desk. Although it's not really a desk, it's played as kind of like how desks are, so that's another place where players will play a lot. back into connector, into customs, and then in customs you have the beepers boost, because it's right beside the beepers, and it's a boost that sees over into pointer. You obviously have beepers as well, because they beep, and you have X-ray, which is this conveyor belt, because it's an X-ray machine, and X-ray boost if somebody's up onto here, but this area is kind of X-ray. And then you have all these metal casings here, these metal shelves that are just bunker. So you have bunker 1, bunker 2, bunker 3, bunker 4. So you have 4 bunkers, B1, B2, B3, B4, from east to west. So, yeah, customs takes you back into pointer, which takes you into blue. Follow blue towards green. Harry Potter, which is metal, bottom metal, main hall. Obviously you have the main door. Main door leads you outside to where there's this nice bus. The bus is aptly named bus because you can be on a bus. It also takes you to Plat because it's a platform out here, and AC, which is the back of the Plat over here. And that is border.
There you go.